Good afternoon. So I'm doing my regular. That's probably should bring this down a little bit maybe. So I'm up here approving some different posts in the back.
No, the police ain't gonna like this, but tell them that was scared on my dick. Scared on my dick. When I come
All right for that. I don't know. I like to hear what some of the people are submitting. So I think I've seen this before. Good afternoon to you. Okay, I think he's gonna be okay. Whatever he's about to be playing. So just let him go on through because I've seen him before. So I keep telling everyone that when you want to sell your cover art, oh, he has it on there. He has it on there. He has his phone number right there, and then there's his website right there. So he's a pass because he got that. I always see them. They're funny to me. I don't know why. For some reason, there's no volume. I don't know. Maybe that's just that song.
It was good.
So there's someone who does stuff in the back and stuff. So I'll let them slide. So anyway, what's going on, Sean Smith? What's going on, IZ, DJ Gutta? How y'all doing? So I thought I would come up here real quick, and talk about a few things, right? One of them I want to talk about is EPKs, electronic press kits. And I know that some people are just like, well, what is an electronic press kit? So I'm going to show you mine, right? Let me see if I can find it. Let me see. Most recent. Because I just did my own. I probably got to look under... I think it's Patricia. I think I put it like on a Patricia EPK or something like that. Let me see. Well, I've done some for some other people. What's going on, Mamacita? I've done some for some other artists. So, like here's one. Illusion. Illusion is an artist who actually came to Hookup Atlanta. So. That's not really a good picture, I don't think, because it's not big enough for you to really see. But anyway, electronic press kit is basically your way of introducing yourself to people who have never heard of you before. Especially if you're interested in getting your music into to radio stations. So I am in the process now of helping artists with their EPK. So if you need an EPK, electronic press kit done, I can assist you. And also I'm running a special where I will submit your EPK to different radio stations that match your genre, whatever your genre of music is. I'll actually search for those who are accepting. Some radio stations, they're not, the FM stations are not necessarily accepting them, but ain't nothing wrong with submitting your stuff anyway, because you never know, you might get through. But then there's some stations that they will accept indie music, you know what I'm saying? But the thing is, it's competitive. So when your music comes through, I don't know, what is that you, what was that, Byton, Dallas, what is that you are putting on there? I don't know. But anyway, you want to stand out, because there's a lot of competition. There's a lot of, I don't even want to call it competition, but there's a lot of artists, and they probably get submissions all the time. So you want to have an electronic press kit that's going to stand out. It's going to, that's going to stand out amongst the crowd. So you want to have your EPK. You definitely want to have your music the clean version of your music, you know what I'm saying? If you are an underground artist, the clean version, and your cover art and stuff like that. If you're sending it to a DJ, they not only want the EPK, but then they want a DJ pack. So basically, they want the audio, instrumental, and all that kind of stuff all into one, because sometimes the DJs like to mix up the music, I guess, or whatever. So they call it a DJ pack. So if you're sending it to DJs, it's a little bit different. You have to add some extra stuff to it, the music, you know, the instrumental, the audio, the acapella, that's what I'm looking for, acapella, and stuff like that to DJs. But the radio stations, you just want to send an electronic press kit, maybe a little email, you know, introducing yourself and then your music. Because a lot of people don't like to read. They don't want to read. So we're also asking for your EPKs when you join the Hookup Atlanta. And the reason why we're asking for that is because, for one, I do promotions for everyone who enters, because I want people to know that they're going to be there. And I want them to have that extra spotlight. So I do promotions for everyone that enters the contest. But I need the EPK because, depending on what package you get, also you want to I'm offering a free FM or AM radio submission when you enter. These are all facts. Love what you're doing for the artists and providing this education for those seeking careers in the music industry. Thank you, Malcolm. I appreciate that. You know, I just do, you know what? I've had so many people. What's going on, Mac 4 in the freaking building, baby? I do these little lives just to pass along information that I know you're going to, as an artist, you're going to need. Like, you may not care about EPK and all that kind of stuff if you're not trying to submit it to anything, like any radio stations or any, you know, TV networks or podcasts or whatever. Maybe you don't care about that. But for the artists who are serious, you need that EPK. I need that EPK because for certain artists who get the VIP Plus package, it comes with interviews. It comes with an interview on a radio station there at the Creative Compound, and then it's also going to come with an interview with On the Move Unscripted. Of course, it's not going to be that day, but we're going to reschedule it because I always like to interview some of the artists who come to Hookup Atlanta because I want to know what was your experience. You know what I'm saying? And I just like to have that information because we got a lot of artists that have come through the Hookup Atlanta or come through On the Move Unscripted that's doing the darn thing. And I just love being able to say, oh, this, I knew it when they was over here, you know what I'm saying? And now they over there. We got a lot of artists who have been freaking making movements. And that's what I love about Hookup Atlanta, because I do charge a fee, but I charge a fee for one, because it costs to throw these things, and anyone who's a promoter knows that. And for two, I want those artists who are serious. You know what I'm saying? If you're not willing to invest in yourself, if you're like, oh, I don't want to pay that, then that means that you ain't ready for me. You ain't ready for the exposure that I'm trying to bring you to, because you're not at that point where you're truly ready to invest in yourself. I tell artists all the time, don't look at, oh, I got paid for a slot. Don't look at it like that. Look at it like, how can I use this to my benefit? How can I use being at this event to my benefit? Can I bring a cameraman so I can get a good performance, you know, of me performing on stage in front of people? How can I use this to increase my brand? You know, I'm only looking for artists who are serious. If you're not serious because you got a fear of spending money, or you feel like, I don't know if that's going to be worth it, let me tell you something. I have not had any complaints. The artists who have been coming down our lane have been getting what I told them I could do. And the only thing I'm offering is exposure and networking. That's really all I'm offering. But the thing is, like Ms. Law, I knew Ms. Law before. I knew Miss Law when I was living in Atlanta and on the Real 1100 AM. I actually interviewed her back then. But then, when she knew what we was doing Hookup Atlanta 2021, she was like, oh, yeah, I'm going to rock with you. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, yeah, come on. And she purchased her slot, and she got in there, and she did the darn thing. Now, I just seen a post on Instagram where she's about to go on a tour, a 20 city tour. And somebody has invested, because I'm looking at the scenery and she even said it. She was just like, I'm about to go on $1 million tour. I believe it. You know, a lot of the artists who have been coming down our lane have been continuing to grow, because first of all, they come with the mindset of, I know that your platform is valuable, and I don't got a problem with investing in myself, because to me, if you invest in what I've got going on, that's only going to make me want to return the love to you and promote what you got going on, who you are. This is a two-way street. It's called unity. That's what I call it. So these artists who have been coming down my lane already, in fact, it almost feels like God bring these artists to me right when they're about to go to the next level. Like every artist that I can think of that I've been interviewing over the last year, they came to me right when they were at that point where it was like it was time for them to level up. I want to call it level up. It was time for them to level up. So they came down my lane, came down me and Mr. Stout's lane. And I just seen Candace is about to go on tour with who was that, with Alexander O'Neal and stuff. She's doing that old school tour with them because she did a remake to an older song. You know what I'm saying? But that came from visibility. It came from her working with us and going down our lane and us introducing her to different people. And that kept her moving. And not to say all that had anything to do with us, because she's a powerhouse diva all by herself. But the point is, my ground is fertile. The proof is in the pudding. You may have some, and I'm not talking bad about any events out there, because I love that people are providing platforms for the artists to really work on their fan building, because that, to me, that's what performing is about. It's about that you working on that fan building. Like, you know, the labels, if for those of you who are trying to get to a label or whatever, they're looking at how many units can this artist sell, or like I said before, how many units, because they see people, purchases, money as units. How many units can they get? How many people, how many fans, how many people is coming to see them? You know what I'm saying? How many fans are investing in them? Because we're all in, when you purchase someone's music, it's almost like you have become their investor in a way, because you invested in their product. So how many people or fans can this artist get to invest in them? You know what I'm saying? That's what they're looking for. So these events, even the ones where you got to pay for the spot, that's okay. Pay for the spot, because you're gaining your fans. So I'm so excited about the artists who have already entered. We got Kenny Runaways. You know what I'm saying? He was an artist that I actually interviewed some years ago, and I'm humbled that I didn't have to convince him. I ain't have to be like, listen here, you need to do this. He was just like, okay, I'm rocking with y'all, what I need to do. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with Buddy Love. I didn't have to convince Buddy Love. Buddy Love understood what I was providing. Nevaeh, like, I'll be back. I didn't have to convince her, because she already knew the benefits, you know what I'm saying, from coming down my lane or whatever. Like, these are like, even Ace K. I didn't have to convince him to be a part of Hookup Atlanta, because he understood. You know what I'm saying? You got to understand the assignment. What's going on, Rashid? You got to understand the assignment. This is an opportunity to network. We already been watching you. You know what I'm saying? We've been watching you. I'm sitting right here, and I'm looking at all these different artists. You know what I'm saying? They're submitting their stuff that we've already been watching. We've been watching them. You know what I'm saying? We already been watching them. You've been watching them. You watched them all through 2020. For those of you who were part of the Atlanta Music Industry Group in 2020, we watched them in 2021. You know what I'm saying? For the artists who have been promoting stuff, or even the ones who were part of Hookup Atlanta 2021, we've been watching y'all. We've been watching. So this is a great opportunity to actually see the artist perform in person. I love to see, I know you can make a music video. Your music video is the bomb. You know what I'm saying? And I know you got skills, because I can hear it from your record. But can you perform on stage? Or can you command a crowd? Do you know how to command? Do you know how to get up on that stage and make everybody call out your name? That's the question. Can you make everybody sing your hook? You know what I'm saying? Whatever your hook is. Can you have people dancing? Do you have people getting out their seats or from standing way over there in the back and coming up to the front because they want to see you closer? Do you got that kind of stage presence? This is the opportunity to help you learn how to master the stage. You use these events to learn how to master your craft. You know what I'm saying? For me, as an artist, I'm going to tell you, honest truth, it was investing in events over the last 4 or 5 years that allowed me to get to the point where I love being on stage. I love it. You know what I'm saying? It's the bomb diggity to me. What's going on, Fly Money World, SK? I love being on stage. I love the energy of performing. You know, I can understand why Beyonce said when she gets on stage, she becomes Sasha Fierce. You know, because it's like you take on this energy, and it's just like you just be out there doing the thing. These events, and there's a lot of them coming through the Atlanta Music Industry Group, and I'm going to let all of them through except for the ones that's on June 18th. If you got an event coming up on June 18th, you may not want to put it in the Atlanta Music Industry Group because I'm only allowing that group, that event, my events in my group on that day. But all the other days all around that, y'all perform. Support these different promoters who are trying to provide a platform for you. That helps you learn how to master the stage. If you can master this, if you got the Bomb Diggity song, you got the Bomb Diggity music video, and you got stage performance and stage presence, and you can get up there and master the stage, you're already halfway there. You know what I'm saying? You're already halfway there. And being in person, meeting fans in person, there's something about that fan that watched you perform and then coming over to your table if you're a vendor and being like, I love your music. You know what I'm saying? You did it on there. You did it on that stage. How can I follow you? Oh, yeah, I love that T-shirt. Yeah, I'll rock that. Yeah, I'm not from here. I actually came from, you know, Ohio or New York or Chicago, because we really did have people coming from different states last year for 2021. You know what I'm saying? I love your stuff. So yeah, I want to buy that. I want to buy a T-shirt. I want to buy that wristband. I want to buy that CD. Yeah, I got a CD player in my car. So you know I'm going to be investing and buying CDs from the people, the artists whose music that I like. They got a vendor table. That's for sure. So my ground is fertile. I don't know what else to say about it. My ground is fertile. Me and Mr. Stouts, our ground is fertile because the proof is in the fruit. So for the artists who have been coming down our lane, they already had a certain kind of work ethic. They already were not afraid to invest in themselves. And they have been watching my movement, and they've been watching the Atlanta Music Industry Group for a while. So they understand that I'm not no scammer and all that kind of stuff. And so they have been rocking. They've been rolling. The Hookup Atlanta 2022, the special ends April 15th. And I did it that way because we want to work on getting who's going to be performing before we start to work on the other stuff. Like who's going to be, you know, we're probably going to have some type of mainstream artist that we're actually going to bring in, you know, or whatever. But we ain't letting y'all know who that is because I don't want you to be trying to get a spot because you think XYZ is performing. No, I need for you to know that you can get on that stage and you can work and do the darn thing. What's going on, Cantrell Lopez? Just showing love from the one and only Southern Players. What's going on, players in the building, baby? How you doing, sir? Thank you for stopping by and showing love. So I want to see y'all in person. That's what I want to see. I've seen the music videos and I've listened to your music. Some of you are fire. I am not lying. Some of you are fire. Some of you are ready. You are freaking ready. The only thing that you need is the exposure. You need to come from out of this 3,000 and the 33,600 whatever people, and you need to be you need to be risen up to the top so people can see you. You need to be out here at Hookup Atlanta 2022 so people can see you. You need to be It's time for your exposure because you're ready. Everything else is ready. You're ready. Your music is on point. You know what I'm saying? If you are an underground artist, you got that clean version and you got the regular version. You got an electronic press kit. You know what I'm saying? You got all that stuff. Your music video's on point. You doing the dang thing. You got your merch. You got your merch. You got your t-shirts. You know, that's rocking your brand. You got all that. You are freaking ready. What's going on, Marcus, in the freaking building, right? Vibe Entertainment. You're ready. So the only thing you really need at this point is exposure so that you can make the connection that's necessary for your next level. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm looking for the artists who are ready. I ain't looking for the ones who scared to spend some money. I ain't looking for y'all, because if y'all not willing to invest in y'all, then what I look like? No, I need the ones who you ready. You know you ready. You so ready. You got everything rocking for you. You got the merch. You already been working the ground. You've been working you doing the fan building thing. Your music is for sale already. You know what I'm saying? You already got you got that stage presence. I'm really looking for them. I'll take the ones who aren't good for stage presence stuff, because this is a learning experience for you. You know, so if you're not on point with that, then this is an opportunity to learn how to be. But I'm really looking for the artists who are ready. You're ready for that next level. You're ready. Like, don't be afraid to take steps of faith. Don't be afraid to do something just because you don't know how it's going to turn out, or because you got to spend some money. You was going to spend that money anyway, somewhere. You was going to, if it's $75 right now, the early bird special to perform at Hookup Atlanta 2022 until April 15th is only $75. That's a $75 investment, because as soon as you enter, I start promoting that you're going to be there. I already start putting out the word. I start sharing your music videos. I start sharing your EPKs. And even if you come in, you get a free radio, AM or FM radio submission. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm already rocking with you. From the moment that you invest in our platform, I automatically start showing you love. Because that's the whole point, is to raise your visibility. I'm looking for those artists who are at that point where they're ready. You're ready. You just need someone to join your team that can help you with your promotions, with your exposure, so that next connect. You know, I don't know how Miss Law actually met her connect, but I promise you, I'm about sure they saw her promotions. You know, they saw her, her being on Hookup Atlanta. They saw her around. They saw her doing this, doing that in her town, doing music video, doing her parties. And people saw value. Like, oh, okay, I can market her, so I'm going to invest in her and I'm going to put her on tour. That's how this happens. It's like, it's about networking. It's about who you meet. And you never know where the next connection is going to come. You don't know, who is watching you, on Atlanta Music Industry Group or wherever you're promoting your stuff. You don't know where the next connect is going to come from. So why wouldn't you join an event that you know from the proof that the artists are working, that the artists are doing stuff? We got Candace Wilson's about to go on a freaking tour, man. We got the Buckhead Boys. We got Zamir Israel is killing the freaking game. We got so many artists. Yeah, it's worth it. It's definitely worth it. Like, it's worth it. And when you come down my lane, just because you saw value, enough value in me, I needed to hear this today. That's what's up, Lydell. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Just because you came down my lane, I show my artists extra love. Just because I understand about the unity. It's important. When you purchase a slot from me, it's like you're investing in me. So why would I not turn around and also show you that same love and invest in you? Because that's what it's about. It's about working together. If any of you promoters and different people are looking at me even as competition, then you are looking at me in the wrong way, because that is not what this is about. This is about working together. This is about helping these artists get from here which where they are now to up here, which is where they're trying to get to, and whatever their goals are. It's about teaching them how to have a marketing budget. You know what I'm saying? Or have a marketing plan. You can have all the product in the world, but if don't nobody know you exist, if don't nobody know how to find you, then what good is it? You know what I'm saying? You got to have a plan. So if you gotta to have a plan, that means you gotta have a goal. Where I'm trying to get to as an artist, what am I trying to do? You know what I'm saying? And what is my plans to get there? And who do I think has the most valuable, platforms that help me get there? All I can say is the proof is in the pudding. You're already in my lane because you're in the Atlanta Music Industry Group. So you're already rocking with me. What are EPKs? Okay, so it's that Lizard asks, what are EPKs? And I was about to, let me go find my thing. EPK is the, what do you call them, acronym or whatever, for electronic press kits. And basically that's just an online media package. That's basically what it is, like an online media package where you can actually email them to radio stations and to TV networks, or wherever you're trying to get the word out. Because I had an author who actually came to Atlanta, came through on a Move Unscripted, and she also invested in some of the flyers. She wanted her marketing on the back of the flyers that I was handing out. Next thing I know, she about to be on TV. She got an actual book interview on a news network. Like, that's the kind of stuff that's happening for the artists who are coming down our lane. But let me find, I'm trying to find, because I just created one for myself. I had to get a new one. So let me look for it so I can show you what electronic press is. I just got to find it. I got to figure out where I put it at. That's all. So hold on one second. I got to look. I put it I guess I got so much stuff on my, let me go to the drop down. And let me put in, I think I named it like Patricia EPK. I think I did something like that. Let me see. Here we go. Okay. So here's one. Well, here's the first part of, okay. So let me, so I did one for myself right here. This is one that I created for me. It's actually two parts to it, but this one right here is like the first page. So basically all it is like, this is the single that I have coming out, and then it's a little description about me or whatever, and then the other page I think I put some more stuff on, and then you include that with your music. If you have one MP3 that you pushing, whatever your newest music is, then you would upload the EPK, which is the electronic press kit, which this is an example of one. I got more because I've been helping artists with their EPKs. But you create the EPK, you upload that with some of your music, and maybe even include your music video. And then you send it to, different stations. I am working with the artist right now that I'm doing $10 a submission. So that means that I will, when you come to me, of course you got to have quality product. You know what I'm saying? And you need an EPK that's going to stand out. If you don't have one, I can work with you and assist you in getting one done. Because if you're trying to go to the next level and you want to get stuff out to media, you want your music to be played, then you're going to need to stand out with an electronic press kit. But I can assist you. But I'm doing a special $10 per radio station. So I'll send your EPK and your music. I'll find the different stations, FM stations or whatever, AM stations, whoever I think will be a good fit. And then I will submit your information. And then you can just follow up with them. Or if you want to pay me to follow up with them, I will. But I'll give you the contact information so that you can reach out to the people that I submitted your stuff to, so that you can follow up and say, hey, we just sent our EPK over there, and I just want to check on, can you play my music? Like, you got to do the footwork. You got to do the footwork. But when you join the Atlanta Music Industry Group, you will, Hookup Atlanta, you automatically because you're a performer, you're automatically going to get a submission to one radio. And if you want more, they're only $10 a radio. You just got to have a good EPK. And I need that anyway from the artists who are performing because, like I said, when we get ready to do the interviews, we need to know who you are. And we need to be able to tell the fans who you are. For me, interviews are the bomb because it allows your fans or listeners who maybe never knew anything about you to get to know you. There might be people who they've seen your music, didn't even know that was you, you know? Or you might have ones who they knew you, but they was like, you do music? So it's like combining the two. You are so welcome, Cantrell. You know what? I enjoy helping other artists as I am moving forward. That's really what it's all about. And so I'm just trying to bring as many people with me as I can. Good morning, King Ben. I'm just trying to bring as many, or afternoon, I'm sorry. I'm just trying to bring as many people with me as I wrote. I'm not listening to mainstream say nothing about nothing that ain't got. Indie artists are the new mainstream. You just are. We outnumber them. They got the same 15, 20 artists that they recycle on a daily freaking basis. But do you know how many independent artists there are around the world? Oh my gosh. I am constantly approving posts. You see me right now. I'm in the mix of it right now. I got these posts that I got. You see back here in the back. I'm in the back office. And so I got all these people right now that I'm approving their stuff, you know. There are so many freaking independent artists that don't even make no sense, y'all. We are the new mainstream. So my goal for Eventbrite, and let me take you over here to Eventbrite. Let me go over here to Eventbrite. And let me let y'all know what's going on here so y'all can understand what's going on. So this is the Eventbrite link, right? You see June 18th. This artist right here, Brett Upsello, for any of you who have been rocking with me for a while, you know that he won the Zoom contest for 2021. So that's why he's on the cover, you know, because he's one of the featured artists. But anyway, you'll see where I have some information about last time. And then all you got to do is go over here and select tickets. So when you go to select tickets, it'll bring up and only thing you're going to see right now is just the early bird. You're only going to see the early bird. So you see, right now, if you're someone that you're not going to perform, but you know you're going to come, the tickets right now to just come is only $10. But that's going to change come April 15th. So if you know, without a shadow of a doubt, that you want to come and you're in Atlanta or you're somewhere within a day's drive of Atlanta and you know you want to attend because you may not want to perform, but maybe you want to network or maybe you want to be a vendor or whatever. The tickets are, for general admission, is only $10. So then, if you want VIP at general admission, so VIP general admission, as you see if you go down to the next one, that's basically, the event is going to be split up into two. So it's going to be the outdoor part, which is almost like the festival part, where the artists will be on stage performing outside, you know. The vendors will be outside, we'll have a DJ, we'll have drinks, we'll have food, we're gonna have fun, y'all. So that's that part. But then later that evening, you know, once the day party's over at 9 p.m., we're going to be going inside the creative compound. But those are only people who have VIP tickets. So where it says VIP general admission, those are the ones, so you're not performing, but you want that VIP status, like you want to be able to come in, enjoy the outside, and then you still want to network, you know, inside the studio, inside the creative compound at 9. And we'll have music playing. We'll still have a bar in there, you know, and all that kind of stuff. But and then there's recording studios in there. So let's say that somebody has been watching you on in the Atlanta Music Industry Group. They've been watching your music video. They've been checking you out. They've been doing their research, right, on your Instagram, all that kind of stuff. But they wanted to maybe see you perform. They want to see what you look like on stage. And so let's say that they saw you perform, right? You was on stage, you was killing the game. Everybody was just calling your name. Like, Afterwards, if you go to the VIP session, that's where you actually can sit down and you can talk to people one-on-one. Or you can even take them into the studio. If you've got the VIP Plus, you can take them into the studio and you can share some of your stuff. You get about 20 minutes to network in there so that the labels or the manager or whoever it is can actually hear you. Hear your beat. Like maybe you're let's say you're a music producer. What's going on, Michael? How you doing? King in the freaking building, baby. Let's say that you are you're a producer, and you got these beats that's fire, and you heard this artist up there performing, and your first thoughts is, oh my gosh, this artist on this track would kill the game. At that point, with the VIP in the evening, you can actually go into a studio with that artist, put their music up there, and let them rap to it, let them freestyle to it, see how they sound, see if they like your beat, whatever. That's how we use this as far as networking. Or if you've seen an artist that you've been watching, you know what I'm saying, send them an inbox and be like, you know what, I want to come out and see you. I'm looking for new artists to add to my label. I'm looking for new artists to add to my management company. I'm looking for new artists, so let's meet at Hookup Atlanta. Let me see you get on the stage. Let me see you do your thing. And then afterwards, let's talk. You just don't know the opportunities and the people that you'll meet, and you don't know who's watching you. That's the thing. You don't know. Out of the freaking 33,000 members in this group, I do not know who all these people are. I really don't. Some of them I don't know. I just especially before we made it private, we were just letting everybody in. Come on in. Come on in. But now we're being much more selective because of the spams, all that craziness. But I don't know who all them 33,000 people are. But I do know there's mainstream in there. I know there's major media in there. I swear, it really, when I promote a new song that I never really heard nobody promoting, and all of a sudden I get in my car and I'm hearing on the radio, I'm like, oh, y'all following me. Y'all watching. So anyway, and it's on, so if you want to perform, and this is only for the outdoor event, you'll see where it says early bird performance slot only, outdoor event, and it's $75, and that's until the 15th. So last year it was $100 out the door, but we made it less because we want the artists to, I guess early bird is almost like that faith move. Like, I don't know how it's going to be, but I'm going to jump in there, and I'm going to trust that it's going to be the bomb. I'm going to go ahead and sow my seed and get my spot. Those are the early bird people, you know what I'm saying? After April 15th, that early bird price is going to change to $125 after April 15th. So if you get it before April 15th, it's only $75. But if you get it after April 15th, it's going to be $125. So the next thing you'll see is the early bird artist VIP package. So that's this right here. It says early bird artist VIP package. So this includes the performance, but it also includes photos. Like, you'll be able to go into the creative compound and actually have some artist photos done. It also includes the interview on Move Unscripted and on the Creative Compounds radio station, which I should be able to see the name right off the bat, but I can't remember it. Out of Your League Radio. And Out of Your League Radio actually has BDS tracking, for all of you who understand what that is. So that means that once you get on there and you do your interview and you submit your music to them, when they play it, it's being tracked so that you're getting royalties from it. So for the early bird artist VIP package, you actually receive I'll submit your music to, once I have your EPK and your music and stuff, I'll submit it to a radio station for free. And also, you'll get the pictures, inside, and you'll also get the interview inside. And then you'll also be able to perform. So it'll be so that means you're part of the outdoor event and the VIP event in the evening, and you'll still be able to network. That's for $150. The $200 one, which is the early bird artist VIP plus package. This particular one, it includes everything from the first one, the VIP, but this one includes a vendor table. So that means that for $200, you're not only going to be able to perform, right, in the outdoor event, but you're also going to have a table to sell your merchandise. And I always tell people, what's going on, Steven Jackson? I always tell people the best time to have a vendor table is after you get off that freaking stage. It's like people automatically, eyes are all on you on that stage. That's your time to shine. That's your time to get up there and command that stage from one end to the other. That's that time to have the fans calling out your name, saying your hook. When they leave out of there, they need to still be saying your hook. like for me, Superwoman is my hook. Every Superwoman needs a Superman, like Adam and Eve, all that kind of stuff. When I get off stage, they still remember the hook, right? They still remember the hook. They singing the hook on the way home. That's what you want. You want them to be singing your hook on what it do. What it do, baby. I'm just talking about Hookup Atlanta 2022. So after you get off the stage, they're going all eyes on you. They coming to your table. They're if you were to see somebody you really liked and you saw them tear up, wouldn't you be trying to get over there to their table? Just so you could say, did a great performance, or I love your music, or I've been following you and I finally got to see you perform, and boom, you just as good, or whatever. And you sitting over there with T-shirts and all hats and all that kind of stuff with your brand doing it. I know darn well you're not about to let not one person walk by, leave your table without saying, yeah, hey, why don't you rock a T-shirt for me? Because you know that when people wear your merchandise, that's your walking billboards. And if they don't live in your city, then that means that you have just got exposure in a whole nother city that you ain't probably never been to. You got people rocking your brand in Chicago. You got people rocking your brand in Memphis. You got people rocking your brand in Tennessee. You know, when they buy from you and they're not from there, they're rocking. They're going to put them T-shirts on. You know, they're going somewhere in them T-shirts. You know, they're going somewhere with them T-shirts. And people's eyes normally just, when you see a T-shirt that's creative, your eyes just normally go to the center mass. That's just what happens. And so your brand is being spread outside of where you live. So vendor tables. You get the vendor table with the VIP plus. You get the vendor table. You get to perform. You get one free radio, FM, AM, or FM radio submission. You get the photos. You get the interview on Out of Your League Radio, which has BDS tracking, and you'll be scheduled for interview on the Move Unscripted or Scheme Beats Radio Music Review, whichever one you want. It's like there's so much into that. You know what I'm saying? So you can actually pay $200 and get the whole package and just be done with it. You know what I'm saying? And you got the whole benefit of everything. If you're someone, okay, I want to perform, but I want to perform, but I don't want to pay for, I don't want to pay $200. Well, you can always, right now, I'm focusing only on an artist right now. So if you're an artist, you can get the vendor table for only $60. You just have to bring your own table and chairs, But you can, the entry, you can bring one other person with you who can get in for, and then you can bring your product so you can sell it. It's only $60 if you get it before April, by April 15th. And then we got other options on there. If you want a VIP outdoor cabana, and I don't know if you know what an outdoor cabana is, so I'm gonna show you what it looks like. So if you're someone who, you already know you and your team want your own space outside where all the stuff is going on, then there's that option. You can get the VIP outdoor cabana. Or if you're someone who you like hookahs, let's say you're one of them people that like hookahs, there's an upstairs hookah that you can actually purchase that option, and 3 people can go up to the hookah lounge and hookah yourself to death. Like, we got a lot going on this year versus last year, and let's say you're an artist and you want just the interview. You got the option to just get the interview or whatever. Like, we got so many different options, but right now I'm focusing on the artist. I really want to give the artist an opportunity to get vendor tables, but we only have so many. So I think there's enough for 10 on the inside for the VIP evening, and then I think there's going to be 20, maybe 20 something on the outside. But I want to offer it to the artist first, because I already know the pop-up shop business people and stuff, they're definitely going to take advantage of that because they understand. But I'm trying to teach the artists. I want to let the artists know a vendor table is what you want at an event that's about you. You know what I'm saying? You want a vendor table that's about you, especially if you have merchandise. And even if you don't have merchandise, this is freaking March. There's so many companies out there that will create CDs for you, duplication CDs or USBs or T-shirts. I offer it. So if you're an artist and you want to come down my lane, ATW Media and Printing, and you want me to print up some T-shirts and whatever that you need, I provide that. There's many platforms that provide it. You got time to get merchandise. especially if you know you want to be a part of this. And I'm just telling you from my experience from last year, and you can look at the music video. I mean, the video that I did, we had a ball, and I am the type of person, the type of host that I always make sure that the people know that I need for y'all to go over to them vendors and support them. Like I did that last year. I do that everywhere because I understand. I understand what it's like to be sitting over there at a dinner table and ain't nobody come over here to your table. No, we ain't doing that. No, everybody is going to benefit from being a part of this. That's just what it is. So you have until April 15th. And I'm looking for the ones who can understand this opportunity. No, this is I am not the direct link to the mainstream media. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I'm not even going to say that. I'm not. What I am is a promoter. And what I do is I bring exposure so that the people who are looking for new artists can see your talent. And I focus on you, so that you can get that exposure, not just in Facebook, but on Instagram, Twitter, whatever, on the movie, on script. Like I focus my attention on the artists who I know they serious, because I know that even after this event is over, they still working, they still serious, they serious about their craft, they believe in their music, they believe in themselves, and they don't have a problem with investing themselves, and they don't have a problem with putting in the work, they don't have a problem with telling people that they about to be performing, they don't have a problem with spreading the word, with being where they're supposed to be at the time. Like they don't have that kind of problem because their work ethic is on point. Them are the artists I'm looking for, because y'all the artists that's ready. Your product is good, your music. I've seen a few of y'all, and I'm looking for female artists. The men is stepping up to the plate. The men ain't playing. They about their business. The men, I'm telling you, the men who have already, and I actually said we have, I think I said we have 14 slots left, but that's not true actually, because we already have some artists that are being a part of it that I have to take account for, like Brett Upsello and myself. So I got to take away them slots. So that means we really don't have 14 slots left. We really have like probably about 11. We probably got about 11 slots left. And my goal is to try to get them filled by April 15th, because I don't want you to pay the higher price. And I want time to promote you. I want to be able to promote you from now all the way until the event, because I need people to see you. Because why? Because you're ready. You're not afraid. You're not scared. But what I can't do is I can't hold your hand. So when I put up posts and I say to you, who's the next who's the next artist that's going to perform in Hookup Atlanta, and everybody putting on all their videos, but ain't nobody making no movement. Like you showing your videos, but you ain't putting in no action. Like I need action-oriented artists. I need artists who are going to put in the work. Like if you know you want to be a part of it, then you need to be making sure that you get your spot before April 15th. Bottom line, why would you want to pay more for it if you don't have to? Like why? So I want the ones who you understand that my ground is fertile. I want you to understand that the artists who you have seen, some of the artists who've been coming down our lane who are continuing to prosper. I need you to understand that this platform is going to be a blessing for you in some kind of way. You got to take a step of faith. You never will you take a step of faith about something that you, especially if you pray about it ahead of time, and God is not going to work it to your advantage. Like it's going to work out for your good. Something will probably happen that you don't expect. People come to my events all the time that I don't even freaking know that they coming. I have no idea that they was coming. I didn't know. They following my movement. And I look, I'm like, oh goodness, such and such here. Like for the Christmas Zoom contest, I did not know that Grammy Award winning producer was gonna pop up. I did not know. That's how things happen when you networking. This is a networking event. So, and it's a networking event where we're going to be promoting, doing a lot of promotions and marketing. And the artists who came last year, Nevaeh stay booked. They stay booked. She stay booked. people be hiring her all the time. And then you got Candace. I got so many people. It's so many people. And I just I feel like a proud mama a little bit. I feel like, I feel like a proud mama. Like, look at little thing, they doing their thing. I do. It's exciting to me. Like, Some people might be like, well, Patricia, you're an artist. Like, why are you so all gun-ho about everybody else when you need to be pushing your brand? But I love this part. I enjoy it. It's like, I can't even explain. I think I like this part more than being an artist. I like helping other people. And that's probably the nurse in me. You know, I'm a nurse by trade, so we're used to taking care of other people. We're used to helping other people. That's just who we are. And I was doing it for 25 years. So why would I not transform that into this? So for those artists who you can see the benefit of being a part of Hookup Atlanta and you're not afraid to invest in yourself, then I would say come down my lane and let's do this. For that period of time, from the moment you secure your slot all the way, even beyond the event, you know, I have joined your team. You know what I'm saying? I'm part of your team. We are part of your team. So that means that it's not just you. You hear a lot of artists saying, I would get further along if I had other people helping me. Well, when you invest in a platform such as mine, you're getting that help because we are helping to promote you while you're promoting yourself. We have joined your team for that period of time. So we're helping to get the word out as you are helping to get the word out. Understand, we're working together. I can't do the lazy artists who they don't want to do no promotion, no marketing, no nothing. They don't want to do no work. They just want somebody else to do it. No. A manager don't even want that. A manager don't want an artist who is not willing to help put in the work. You know, you get some artists that they want they want the manager to do all the promotion. They just want, I just need to be making my music. I need me to be in the studio. No. What you need to be doing is helping to spread the word about you. Who can do it better than you? So, yeah. I enjoy helping other people. It's fun to me. It's just I just enjoy it. I don't know. I enjoy seeing them rise. Every time I see an artist who has come down our lane and they continue to soar to another level, I just be so excited for them. You know, there ain't no jealousy, ain't no competition, ain't no nothing in my heart about that. I love to see us grow because I feel like together we can move mountains. We are the new mainstream. The independent artists are the new mainstream. It just is. I feel like the next wave of music is going to come through the indie movement. I don't think it's going to come through mainstream because they up there bumping into each other and stuff. I don't know what's going on up there. But I just feel like we are the new mainstream, and we're going to grow collectively by helping each other. It's about that. So for me, when you purchase a slot from me, it's almost like you're investing in me. You believe in me. You believe in what I'm doing. You believe in my passion. So in you investing in me, I'm going to pour that same love right back into you because that's what I do. You know what I'm saying? And I enjoy doing it. And I've had a lot of fruit from my labor. So my ground is fertile. You can always tell whether or not a decision that you made was a good decision by the fruit it bears. So for the artists who came down my lane through either the interviews through On the Move Unscripted or Steam Beast Radio, or who are part of, you know, Hookup Atlanta 2021, or who are in the contest for 2020, like Under God Go Wild, all kinds of stuff, you can tell from the fruit. They moving. They still working. They doing their thing. You know what I'm saying? You can always tell whether or not a decision was good by the fruit it bears. So I just wanted to get on here and tell y'all, April 15th, and the Creative Compound is said that by June 1st, it's cut off. So unlike last year where I let it stream a little longer and I even took somebody, you know, once we got to an event, I let an artist, you know, pay to perform. This year, the Creative Compound does not want to work like that. The Creative Compound has said June 1st, we are cutting it off, and nobody else is going to be able to perform, and we're going to take who we got and we're going to roll with it because we have to get everything organized. So there will be, we will not be, even if we still have slots left come June 1st, after June 1st it's cut. But why would you want to wait and pay $125 when you can pay $75 now and secure your spot? Even if you don't have the money to do all the VIP stuff, that's okay. You can always come back and get that. Those specials are not going to end until April 15th. And they'll be available as long as they're there. So you can always come back and get the VIP stuff, but secure your slot. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm going to continue to promote this. Right now, I'm focusing in the Atlanta Music Industry Group because this is where it starts. But soon, I'm going to be promoting outside of this group because I need to fill my slots. You know, I want good performance. And so, but I want to bring it to y'all first. I want the artists to get the vendor tables because I want you to sell your merch. I have never had a vendor table at any performance I've ever been in or even an author event that I didn't sell merch. I always sell. You got to know how to sell yourself. You gonna collect all that merchandise. What you got to sitting over there in the closet, up on the top shelf? Like, what are your plans to move that merchandise? What's your plans? You know, now that things open up, you need to be securing these vendor spaces. You know, going out to different places and selling your stuff, especially if you're in Atlanta. Oh my gosh. Don't you be in Atlanta sitting around with a bucket full of merchandise and you not selling it nowhere like you need to be. What's going on, Miss Ziegler? See, Sarita, you need to be coming to Hookup Atlanta 2022. She's an awesome performer. I actually met her through Sky Keaton when we had Around the World Radio on the Real 1100 when I was living in Atlanta. And you actually was in the movie. You're in the movie This Can't Be Love. I actually did an interview with you too. She ain't no joke. Sarita ain't no joke. Get him, Sarita. Sarita ain't no joke, you know. And that's another thing. I've even watched her grow since when I first met her to now. I'm just like, that's what I'm talking about. You got to have that movement. You got to have that dedication. You got to have that plan. You know what I'm saying? You motivate the hell out of me. That's what I'm supposed to do. That's my job. Because that's what it's about. That's what it's. I didn't create the Atlanta Music Industry Group just for y'all to post videos and that's it. No, I created the Atlanta Music Industry Group so that we could rise, so that we could become the new mainstream, so we could, grow as artists. You know what I'm saying? And if you're in this group and you're not growing as an artist, then you're not using the group right. You're not. If you're sitting around here and you're waiting for people to reach out to you and you're not doing anything beyond just submitting music videos, then you're not using this platform correctly. You need to be, if you see somebody post something, and there's, like, for instance, if you see a manager post a video that they're looking for management, then you need to be reaching out to them. Like, hey, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? I need management. I need this. Okay, somebody has a question for me. I'll call you when I go offline. So anyway, you need to be reaching out to them, and use Hookup Atlanta as an opportune time for that manager to see you perform, and then you can get off the stage and y'all can talk and y'all can see do we match. I don't manage people. I've had a lot of artists ask me, can I manage or am I a manager? No, I'm not. I'm not a manager. I do not manage artists. I don't even have, I learned from Chicago, I don't even have the tolerance for a lot of the shenanigans when managing artists. I just don't. I know my personality, you know what I'm saying? I'm not, But there are some great managers that I've been seeing in the group. There are some great ones, you know what I'm saying, that I know personally, like, oh, that manager on point. She or he works with their people. So Hookup Atlanta is going to be an awesome time for y'all to connect. And they'll be able to watch you work the crowd. For those of you who are looking for distribution, you know what I'm saying, there's going to be a few distributors that's going to be there that's probably looking, who can I offer this distribution package to, or whatever. Like podcasters, there's other people who are looking for who's going to be the next hot thing. So they're coming. The media, in fact, we are offering media passes to certain media outlets that we know has got great traffic and they can be a benefit to the artists. They will be able to get into the whole thing with their media pass, Sky's the limits. You got to know that this opportunity that I'm collaborating with the Creative Compound for is to help you grow to your next level. If you're not growing by being a part of this group, if if you're not growing, then you're not using it correctly. It's about networking. It's not about, if I get in this group, I'm going to get a deal. I can't promise you're going to get no deal. Because I don't even know who you are. First of all, I don't know your work ethic. I don't know your product. I don't know nothing about you. So I'm not going to tell you that you're going to pop up here and boom, you're going to come up with a deal. No, I'm not going to say that. But what I am going to say is, if you got your product, you got your marketing plan on point, you got a marketing budget, because you got to have you got to be able to invest. You're not going to get everything for free. You're going to get some stuff. Some people like, come on, come to my platform and you can submit this and that for free, and that's cool. But that's one lane. That's cool, but that's one lane. If you got to understand the algorithms and how you get raised from here up to here. It's about spreading it all in as many ways as you could go. So you want to use your free platforms, but then you also want to use your paid platforms. And you want to be able to branch and have things going out in different ways. That's why a marketing plan is good. Where are you trying to get to? What's your plan? What's your goal? You know what I'm saying? That's the thing. What's your goal? What's your plan? What's your budget? You got an EPK? You got a clean version of your music and for your underground music? No, you may not make a clean song for every underground thing you got. Although I pray that one day y'all will stop calling us bitches, hoes, and sluts. I'm praying that will happen one day. But even if you have your underground music, you may not make every one of them a clean version, but you are going to make a clean version for the one that you're getting the most traction for. You know what I'm saying? If you got a song that everybody, every time they hear, they're like, oh, that's right there. You got, every time they hear, they just start to bopping their head and they start listening, all that kind of stuff. If you got that song that got the most downloads, got the most streaming, whatever, then that's the song that you definitely want to have your commercial song for. So they can be played on the radio, because people are not going to pay for, they're not going to play, the radio stations are not going to play music that got all that, what the F, and sigma, all that stuff. So you want to have a radio edited version that's commercial of that same song, because that song is hot for you. So you got your underground on your mixtape, you know what I'm saying? But then you got your commercial that can play anywhere. Like, that's what you want. For the artists who are your hardcore artists, for this particular event, you got to play the clean version. You got to have your clean edited music. I do not rock any of that kind of stuff, for one, because we got kids out there, whatever. I'm opening up to all ages, so you might have kids out there. And I just feel like I like to challenge the artists to make sure they have that commercial ready song, that radio edited music. Have that. Even if you got your dirty version, have your clean version. Clean, dirty. Because some people like your music, but they can't deal with the bitches, hoes, and sluts. They can't do that. They can't even hear you because they mad about the bitches, hoes, and sluts. So you got to have the radio-friendly version where they can listen to the hooks, they can understand, can get to the beat without being offended. Or whatever. So, April 15th. I want to see who is going to be the next artist who believes in themselves. You know what I'm saying? Who's the next artist who you believe in your craft, and you know that coming down my lane is only going to give you more exposure, which is going to help you to get to the next level, because you're going to meet someone who you need to meet. You never know where your next connection will be, because it's usually only one. You're one person away from the next level. You're one person away from the person who can open up a new door for you that will take your music to another level. You're usually there's one person. And why not invest in a platform where there's a possibility that you will be seen by that one person because of the magnitude of the platform? Atlanta Music Industry Group has really grown, and there's a lot of producers and managers and event promoters and all that kind of stuff who are looking. They're looking for who's going to be next. You know, even the ones who have platforms where you got to pay, they also have some stuff like if you bring a big crowd, you ain't got to pay, you know, because really and ultimately they just want the crowd to come. That's what the promoters want. They want to make their money back off of what they spent, and they want the crowd to come. So if you're an artist, if you got that crowd, you can work out something. Hey, I sell tickets, you know what I'm saying, or whatever, because I already know my people coming. My crowd is coming. My fans is coming. And that and when you bring that crowd to an event like this and people see that kind of a crowd coming to see you, you think you're not going to be getting paid gigs? You can say that. You know what I'm saying? I even have, speaking with the Creative Compound, and he was just like, the owner was just like, listen, if we're going to pay for somebody, we're going to pay for somebody who we know is going to bring the crowd. But the good thing about that is that whatever crowd they bring, if you're a performer in this event, that means you can turn some of that crowd that came to see them into your new fans. The people that's rocking with you. The people who's going to go buy your music. The people who's going to come over to your table. They may not know nothing about you. They may have came to see somebody else. They ain't know nothing about you. But you got there and you turned out so much that now they your fan. They're your fan too, you know. They like their music and yours. They're going to buy their music and yours. They're going to buy your merchandise and theirs. You know, that's how it's about networking. This is a networking event. So, network. But anyway, I'm not going to stay up here long. I just wanted to show y'all, because I had an artist reach out to me. He wanted me to call him. So I just wanted to let y'all know that when you come down my lane, it's not in vain, you know. The artists who have been coming down our lane have been prospering. The artists who have been coming down our lane have been growing. Like, our ground is fertile. You want to, if you're going to invest in an area where you know the ground is fertile. You ain't got to try to figure out, like, is this ground fertile? You know the ground is fertile. You watching the different artists that's coming through the interviews and the different people that we rocking with, and you watching them grow. You ain't got to question, will I grow if I invest? You're going to grow. My ground is fertile. Anything that you give to a woman who has the favor of God on her is going to grow. That is just universal. It is. The people who have been investing in me have been growing. You know, they've been growing in their platforms. They've been growing. Like the same energy that I have right here is the same energy that I have when I'm working with them one-on-one. You know what I'm saying? When you invest in me, then I invest in you. When you help me grow, I help you grow, because it's about unity. It's about helping each other. We all trying to get somewhere. We're all trying to reach some kind of goal. So when we work together collectively, the sky's the limits, you know. But you gotta know that, you know, and you can't be afraid to invest. You gonna spend that money anyway. And for those of you who are weed smokers, you gotta have it $60, $70 a week any damn way. So you might as well take that money and invest in something that's gonna help your career, because that weed is not gonna help your career. It's just gonna have you high for 30 minutes. And once that high go away, you're going to be trying to get another blunt, and you're going to be trying to smoke that, and you're going to keep smoking because you chasing a high like a crackhead. Why even put all that into that and not invest in your career? The weed man is not about to help your career. The weed man just going to get you high for the day. But why not take that same investment that you would have given the weed man and invest in you and your platform and what you got going on, you know? But anyway, did I cover everything I wanted to say? So you definitely want to go to Hookup Atlanta 2020. It's on Eventbrite, you know, like I was showing you. I haven't even started promoting it to anybody outside of the group, because I want to give the group members the opportunity first, you know. I haven't even really started doing we have not started doing any major promotions outside of the Atlanta Music Industry Group and the people that we're working with, because we want to give y'all that opportunity. I want y'all to get those vendor tables. I want y'all to sell y'all merch. You know, this digital age is for the freaking birds, in my opinion. We need to get back to selling our merch. In fact, I'm going to have, this time, Last time I was doing too much running around and this, that, and the other, or whatever. It was the first real big event, first networking event for Hookup Atlanta. So I was doing a lot of running around stuff. And I didn't get to have my own vendor table, which I was really pissed about that. But this year, I'm actually going to have a vendor table. I'm going to be performing. Of course, and me and Conte the Hero is going to perform. You know I gotta play my song. I'm sorry. You know I gotta play my song. We're going to perform this song at Hookup Atlanta. I can't wait. I can't wait to get on the stage with him. He got so much energy. You know, I pray I can keep up with him. Conte the Hero got so much freaking energy. Don't make no daggone sense. But I can't wait to do that song. Of course, I want to do Superwoman, but I want to do Superwoman with my son and Mr. Stout. We did it in Columbus, and it was awesome and amazing. So I definitely want to do Superwoman. I definitely want to do whatever happened, and then I don't know. I might pick a different song. I don't know, but I'm definitely going to be performing. And I definitely want a vendor table because my new album, The Journey, is coming out. So I want to have a vendor table of my own. Like, I didn't get to do it last year. And I'm pissed that I didn't get to do it last year. That I wanted to. But I was too busy trying to get everything together for everybody else, you know. But it was awesome. Mr. Hankey talked about, you know, some awesome things. The one thing he stressed was make sure you have your entertainment lawyer, you know, and stuff like that. So he really dropped some jewels at Hookup Atlanta last year. That was the bomb. And the artist was just phenomenal. Where the females at? I need the females to join. I need some female artists. R&B singers, where y'all at? Comedians, where y'all at? Like, it doesn't have to be a rap artist, you know, even though I know right now with the submissions that we're getting are the rap artists, but I want a melting pot, you know. I want singers too. Where the singers at? Where the females at? Why the females being so quiet right now? Like, why y'all? What's up with the females? I usually get more female submissions. I'm surprised the women haven't stepped up to the plate. The men ain't been playing though. The men about their business. I ain't had to convince them. I ain't had to call back like you still going. I ain't had to do none of that. The men is on. The men who are Buddy Love, Ace K, and Runaway, Kenny Runaways. I didn't have to convince them. They understood. They already been rocking. They know who I am. They know Mr. Star. They know how I roll. I didn't have to convince them. They just was like, boom, I got you. We're going to do this, and I'm excited. I can't wait to see them perform. I can't, because I already know their work ethic. So I can't wait. I'm waiting on some more of y'all. Like, I know there's some more of y'all too. Don't get caught up in, I got to buy a slot. Don't get caught up in that. Think of it as an investment. If you don't want to think of it as an investment for yourself, then think of it as an investment for me. You're my investor. Hookup Atlanta 2022, and you are one of the investors. Think of it like that. You're investing in me. I always had people say, we appreciate you for this platform, and we appreciate what you do for us, or whatever. Well, show your appreciation tangibly by being a part of this event. Invest in me. Invest in Hookup Atlanta, you know. If you don't want to look at it as investing in yourself. Don't look at it as, oh, I don't pay for slots. It's more than that. It's more than that. I start promoting you from the moment you get the slot. That's promotion that normally you would have to. People charge a lot of money for the things that I do, and I just do it just because. Just because. I go above and beyond just because. Even now, for all the artists who performed in Hookup Atlanta 2021, when you go to the music video, and I'm going to show you that before I play my song. No, I'm going to play my song first. I'm going to play my song first. I'm sorry, y'all. I love this freaking song. I'm telling you. This is one of them platforms where I invested in somebody else. You know, I didn't have to. I could have been like, nah, I don't want to do that. Nah, man. But I was just like, you know what? I believe in investing in other people. So when I was in Atlanta, I went to Spicy Fridays. You know, I went to Conte the Hero. That's how I knew him already because we had interviewed him before. But I didn't know anything about his events until I was in Atlanta. He was just like, why don't you come out to support my event? I'm like, okay. He was like, the winner gets free recording time. I'm like, okay, come on, let's rock, you know? And I went, and I'm so glad I did. I never expected this song. To me, in my opinion, whatever happened, God blessed me with a hit song while I was out there. That's how I feel. And it all came unexpectedly just because I was being a supporter of somebody else. That's how things work. I love this song now, y'all. I ain't lying. I love this song. I love this song. Somebody tell me whatever happened. Ma'am. What happened to me? Somebody tell me. Somebody send out an SOS. I can't wait to perform this song. I promise you. Whatever happened to music? I can't wait. Like Marvin Gaye. Hey. Or a little Prince. Or some jealousy. Hey. Whatever happened to a little minute launch. And a little outcast. And a little Fugees. Whatever happened, yeah. To the music. Somebody send out an SOS. Oh, I can't wait. And save our music. I love this part when he comes on. Say, hey.
Must be a reason. Music is dying, so I'm speaking. We used to sing about love and the struggles we faced just because. And when we felt down.
What's going on? I'm glad I'm inspiring you. That's what it's about.
3 minutes cause the band be on one. If it touch your soul, you can fit it, be alone one. That music, it takes you back.
Let's do it. What's going on, Michael?
We need it, Lord, I receive it. So,
some Luther Vandross, some Curtis Blow for my ears.
Music got a way to go.
And I fear
that we never make it. Not until we form our own.
And we gotta form our own and take it.
Just get wasted.
Cause good music
equals no play.
Hey.
No ownership equals no say.
Stop killing in the music, okay?
Whatever
happened. I can't wait, y'all. I'm serious. I'm about to act a fool on that stage. Lord willing. Somebody send out an SOS and save our music. Whatever happened to music? Hey. Huh? Huh? June 18th. Somebody help us. Somebody send out an SOS and save our music. Oh yeah, this is the next day. So if you go, I'm gonna go up to Hookup Atlanta 2022, and you'll see what I'm saying. Hookup Atlanta 2021. So for Hookup Atlanta 2021, let me make it bigger. Eugene Williams, he did the darn thing. It was so freaking much fun, y'all. I am not lying. Like, and you see, we had vendors there. We didn't have only thing I was disappointed was that we didn't have any artist vendors, and I was trying to get them the last time, but we did. Of course, we had about 16 vendors there, but none of them were artists. They didn't take advantage of that opportunity, unfortunately. But hopefully this time they will. But Eugene is the bomb, daddy. I love the song. Oh, it was such an amazing event. Hey, too much time to waste. We had Fresh Briscoe. He coming back too. Of course, that's me and Mr. Hank and my friend Courtney. That's MBJ Live, and that's DJ 90 from 1100 a.m. You know, I had said I wanted to dance, so I made sure we was able to dance and stuff. I was trying, y'all.
Left foot, let's start.
We was just kind of, after it was all over, we was all just kind of dancing around and having some fun. And you know what? I was so happy because, you know, they didn't come. Like a lot of times, people will go to those events and they'll just go see whoever they came to see and they would leave. But I was so appreciative because the artists and the fans and the people who came to see him, they really stayed. Most of them stayed the whole event, you know, and they watched the other performers and they supported the other performers. And I love that. Like, that's the bomb. But he was awesome. But if you'll see, for all the artists that was a part of this event, you'll go back. Let me go back to Eugene. So in this video, everybody, as you see, I put the contact information for each one of these videos, each one of these artists. I put their contact information in the video so that if someone saw them later on, which there's been over 1,000 people that's come and watched this video, and they see him like, hey, you know what? I like how he performed. Let me hit him up. That's my thing. My thing is to benefit the artist. I'm not one of them ones I'm just trying to bring you and get your money. Like, that's not what I'm about. I'm about helping us grow, you know, and providing as many platforms as possible, or doing as much as I can so that you can get that visibility that you need to get those offers that's going to take you to the next level. That's what I'm about. That's what I do. And so for every one of the artists that performed, I put all of their Instagram information or their contact information. The only one I didn't get was the young lady who came at the very end, because she paid for the slot, but she did not give me her contact information. And so I wasn't able to put her, that's why this time we're not taking artists after June 18th. I mean, after June 1st, because we have to have time to get everything organized so that we know exactly what is what, and I have all the artists' information. You know, I got their EPKs. I got all the stuff that I need to promote them. This young lady, I didn't get that opportunity, and she was good. She was a good artist. She just came from Memphis, and she was just like, I want to perform. I was just like, what you mean? And she had been asking everybody else, and they was like, no, it's past. But she came to me, you know, I had a couple drinks. So I was just, you remember her? You remember she came up there, she's like, I don't care. I paid the money. I want to perform right now. And I'm just like, And I had a couple drinks. I'm just like, you know what? Go on up to, you know, go, okay. So she paid her fee, and she performed. But she did not leave her contact information. And because she didn't come through the event the regular way that I'm trying to get so I can get everybody's information, I was not able to put her contact information. And she was good. So it's not going to benefit you to be trying to come at the end and all kind of stuff, and I don't have what I need to promote you in the right way. Yeah, that was the lady. Yep, she kept going around. We had a lot of people. I don't know what it is. People like to wait until freaking the day after everything closed. Talking about, I'm ready to perform. I want to pay. No. June 1st is the cutoff. We're going to rock with whatever artists we have come June 1st. Come June, I don't care. I'm not going to do what I did last year because that's not going to benefit the artist. If I can't put your contact information on there so people who see it 6 months from now or a year from now can't contact you, then that's not benefiting you. So we're not going to do any of the last minute stragglers like we did last year. And when we cut it off on June 1st, the Creative Compound has already said it's a hard stop on June 1st. It's a hard stop. So I don't care whatever artists we have come June 1st, that's all we rocking with. We're not going to be doing nothing, because I had so many people after it closed down, stop procrastinating and waiting until the last second, then all of a sudden everybody want to come and flood me and say, I want to perform, I got the money. No, I don't. Get it now. Let me do it the right way. Let me promote you the right way. All you got to do right now is just secure the spot. Once you secure the spot, immediately, once you send me your stuff, I start promoting you. I start promoting you're going to be there, as you already have been seeing me do for the artists who have entered. Let me give me all your details and information so that I can make sure that your investment is worthwhile. You coming at the end just to get up on stage is not benefiting you if I'm not able to promote you or have your contact information to help promote what you got going on after the fact. So it's a hard stop on June 1st. And after April 15th, the tickets go up to $125. So I'm encouraging everyone right now, get the tickets while it's only $75. It is not a big investment. You got people that's charging much more to perform. $250 in Chicago, we used to do $250 to perform. All that kind of stuff. But this $75, it's a worthwhile investment. It's a worthwhile investment. You're not going to regret coming down my lane. You're not. We haven't had one artist to say, "Yo, that was a setup, or that was a scam." We have not had one artist that's ever come down our lane that said that. Everyone has been doing the thing. First of all, they came to us on point. They came to us with their work ethic on point, or whatever they was missing, we was able to help them get, and they continue to move forward, continue to network, continue to meet people, and continue to soar. That's what we've been experiencing, So get it while it's only $75. You can always do the VIP stuff afterwards. If you don't have the money, you don't have $200 to do the VIP plus and get the free vendor table, because with that, all that kind of stuff, that's fine and dandy. You can always add that later. Secure your spot. That's what's most important. Secure your spot. Don't wait until 11:59, and don't try to come at June 1st because you understand now the value, and you want. But it cut June 2nd. I'm sorry. Don't come on June 2nd, and that's even if we have slots until then, because I feel like we're going to have these slots filled up by April 15th. That's what I feel. That's what I believe. That's what I'm shooting for. We're going to have these spots filled up by April 15th, so we can concentrate on the other parts of what we need to do for this event. That's my belief. So don't procrastinate. And when I put up a post and say who is the next artist is going to be performing, don't just put your video up under there. What is that doing? Enter the contest. I'm not going to inbox you and say, "Hey, you want to enter the contest?" I got work. I got other stuff. I got too much stuff to be chasing people down. That's why I can't be no manager, because I can't chase people. I can't chase artists. I can't hold you by your hand. Be like, come on. I can't do that. You got to know who you are, and you got to come with it, And then I work with you from there. I can't. That's why I don't manage artists, because I cannot babysit. I ain't got that time to babysit. Like, I need artists who are like me. That's what I need. I need artists who got that hunger and that drive like I do. I need those artists to come down this lane who believe in themselves like me, who know that they are kings and queens, and they know they got their product together. And all they need is a little bit of extra exposure, or somebody like myself to join their team. I need people who got my drive. Those are the artists I work best with. Oh yeah, you already know that. My son, one way Zay's gonna be there too. Yeah, he's gonna be performing. But I work best with artists who have the drive like me, because I don't have to hold your hand. All I gotta do is tell you this is what needs to be done, or you tell me this is what I need, and we get to it and we do it. We about it. Those are the artists I work best with. The ones that are lazy, or they're looking for somebody to do everything for them, or they need somebody to pull their hand and convince them and all that kind of stuff. I don't got the energy for that. I don't got the energy, and I don't got the time. I need the ones who you understand what's going on here. You understand the assignment, and you just looking for somebody to join your team to help you promote what you already got going on. Those are the artists that I'm looking for. Those are the artists that I want to claim these spots. I definitely want some females. If you are someone that you have a talented child, we're opening it up for kids too. Why not give them that opportunity? Why not plan this around them, and so they have a memory that they will always have? Like, I remember when my mom and my dad, they took me to Atlanta, and I got to perform in front of the crowd, and this, that, and the other. Like, give them that experience, give them that exposure, give them that treatment. This is, we're opening it up for all ages. But I need the artists who are serious. I need the artists who are ready. I need the artists who you already know that your product is the bomb, and you got that work ethic, and you ready to rock. Those are the ones that I need. Those are the ones I want you. And I'll know who they are, because I'm not going to have to convince you and hold your hand to get you to sign up. You're just going to do it because you understand. You understand what's going on here. You understand what we're providing. You understand, and you've been watching, especially for those of you who you've been watching. There's some of you who you've been on the Land Music Industry Group probably since I first created it. Because there's members who have been on here since 2015. I created this group in 2015. Living in Chicago, I had left Atlanta and I was living in Chicago. So 2015 is when I created it. Then I went back to the radio in Atlanta, like 2016, and it just continued from there. There's people who you've been watching this movement the whole time. So you already know that what I'm saying is real. It's time for you to step from behind wherever. It's time for you to get your visibility up. Come on down my lane. Come down Mr. Stout's lane. We got magazine. You could be in magazines, you know what I'm saying? You could be on TV, all kind of, there's so many options. Down our lane, it's just ridiculous. But we got to have the ones who got that work ethic, and you're not afraid to invest in yourself. Everything I've done has been an investment. So I can only rock with people who understand that, you know. You're going to get the best from me if you understand that. Let me see. Well, somebody said something. Let me see. What's going on, Philip Underwood? How you doing, sir? Hit my inbox with details, please. Sometimes it be the energy in the building. Oh, okay. I'm not. So what was you talking about, Philip, when you said sometimes it be the energy in the building? I know that, and you know, I'm a high energy. You know, so when I have my events, I be working it. Let me show you. Now, of course, this part of the video is not the greatest as far as the sound, but the sound ain't the best. I will admit that the sound, and we're gonna have much better media. I was trying to give some people opportunity, you know, and I don't particularly like the product that I got. From that. So we're not going to have that situation. I'm really happy that and appreciative that the Creative Compound saw enough in me and what I'm doing to even, you know, invest in what I got going on. You know what I'm saying? And be willing to collaborate with me. Like, that's a blessing. That was completely unexpected. But that's what I say when I say you don't know who's watching you. So at some point they've been watching, you know, and they saw what I was doing, they saw my movement, and it was just like, yeah, let's rock with her, you know. And I appreciate that, you know. I appreciate that. You don't know who's watching you. So why not be in the building and act the fool? Philip Underwood said, inbox me, hit my inbox with details, please. Okay, I will send you a link, sir, and and let you know what's going on. But the energy at my events be on point, y'all. So I don't be playing no games. This is me and me and Fresh Briscoe. But I believe in having fun, y'all. It was so much fun. Oh my gosh. Anything I'm a part of is going to be filled with energy. And Fresh Briscoe was so much fun. He was fun. I had to get my dance on. Anything I be in, the energy gonna be on point. So sometimes, so I'm not really sure what that statement was from, what you meant by that, Philip. But my events are high energy. I got high energy events. I don't be playing no games. I like to have fun because I'm that kind of a person. So the way you don't see anybody because all the people are sitting back here. So we actually made it where there was, because there was no stage at Studio House Atlanta, but in the Creative Compound there's going to be a stage. So the artists will actually be performing on a stage. But for Hookup, for Studio House Atlanta, they didn't have a stage. So we had to put all the people who wanted to be up close to the stage, we had to have chairs for them. So that's basically what we did. What's this? Let's put something together. Well, then you need Grimace, GMB, Mob. if you're interested in putting something together with me, then I need to meet you at Hookup Atlanta 2022 on June 18th. You know, get you a ticket. If you just want to come and see the event, it's only $10. You know what I'm saying? So if you want to talk, it's a networking event. So if you want to network with me, then you're gonna need to be where I'm gonna be networking at. Send you the link. Okay, I will send the link. Yeah. See, we was getting down, y'all. He's so much fun. I love having Fresh Briscoe as host, and he's gonna be back again. It was so much fun. That was so much fun, y'all. I ain't lying. It was so much fun. It was so much fun. Do you have sponsor packages? How can I get an artist registered? Okay, so let me turn this off. So basically, what I was telling them earlier. Let me go back. Did I close that window out? Okay, so is that Grimace GMB Mob? So basically, you're going to want to go to the Eventbrite, and you're going to, and it should be in the feature area. If you go to the group up in the feature area, you'll see where I've been posting. But I'll even do it again when I get off this live, and I'll go through this. I'll go through this, and I'll do that. I will. So basically, you'll go here and you'll click tickets. That's how you find the tickets. Right now, everything is basically featured for the artists, except for early bird general admission. Until April 15th, it's only $10. After April 15th, it's going to go up to, I think, $15. And then and I think June 1st, it goes up to $20. So it's best to get it at $10 if you know that you want to come. You know, but then you have the VIP, and then you have the performance slot. So right now it's only $75 to perform, but after April 15th, it's going to be $125. So it's best to get it ahead of time. So you go to the tickets area, and you can purchase the different slots. We got the early bird, like I was telling them. That's $150, but that comes with professional photo. They're going to be doing professional photos inside the creative compound in that photo video room, and then also it's going to include an on-site interview that day with what is it? Out of Your League Radio, and then we're also going to. I will, but I'm just saying, I will, Grimace, but I'm just saying this for the people who may be listening right now. So, yeah, the early bird artist VIP package comes with the photo shoot, the radio interviews, and it includes a scheduled interview on the Move Unscripted. So you know, with On the Move Unscripted, all of my shows after we do them live on Blog Talk go to iHeartRadio, go to Spotify, go Amazon Music, go to Star Music Radio. They go all everywhere you can get a podcast. Pretty much you can find On the Move Unscripted, and that's what happens to those interviews. So the people who get the VIP packages, we're going to automatically schedule you for interviews, either on Skin Beats Radio Music Review or On the Move Unscripted, depending on, you know, which one you choose or the date or whatever. But then the early bird artist VIP plus package, that's $200, but that includes a vendor table. So that means basically you can get your money back. And if you're an artist who you know you live in Atlanta, or you got people in Atlanta, you got people that can promote for you, we will also do a share with you as far as tickets. We'll sell you the tickets for a discounted price, and you can go back and get your money back, and you can make profit. You can make money from, you know, getting people to come to your performance. Like we profit share, you know, as far as the tickets go. So that you can put money back in your pocket, because it's not about taking your money, it's about your investment and increasing your exposure. So if you're someone that you know that you got merchandise, you know you can get that money back. That's $75. If you spend $200 at all this stuff we're offering you, you'll be able to get that money back if you are able to sell merch and you got good merch and stuff and you got a good stage program. You'll be able to get that money back. How much are the VIP prices? So if you want let me read it to you. Let me read. So the VIP, if you want the early bird VIP package, it's the early bird artist VIP, right? That's this one right here. It's $150, and that's going to include an AM or FM submission of your EPK. It's going to include an interview on Out of Your League Radio, which does have BDS tracking. It's going to include an interview on the Move Unscripted, but it'll be scheduled for a later date. It's going to include photos, and it's going to include entry into the VIP evening event. So we have the outdoor day event, that's the family, kind of the family event, but then we have the VIP indoor. So you'll be able to get into both of those and and take advantage of all that. That's $150. But for an extra $50, you can get the early bird VIP Artist VIP Plus package. That's $200, but that includes a vendor table. So that means you get a vendor table to sell your merch, and then you also get all the other stuff. And with the with the early bird artist VIP Plus package, not only do you get everything from the other VIP package, but you also get recording time. So you can go into the studio with whoever you've been networking with so they can hear you flow, or so you can hear their music, or whatever, that one-on-one experience. I think it comes with like 20 minutes or so of that. But we only have so many. This is the thing. The outside can hold 600 people. So we can get a lot of people for the outdoor day event. But for the evening indoor event, I think we only have space for maybe 10 vendors, 10 artist vendors in there, and then probably 150 people. So those packages are limited. It's really like a first come, first serve, because we only have so much space for that. We don't have, and we're only doing it for those. I think we got 11. We have 11 slots left. So those VIP Plus packages are limited. They're limited because we want you to be able to perform too. Like, what's the point of purchasing the VIP Plus package if you're not going to perform too? So we really want the artist that is going to perform to get that early bird Plus package, because we want you to be able to perform and then have your vendor table, and you get to choose. You can have your vendor table outside with all the people, or you can do your VIP table inside, that evening. Like, you'll get to choose which one you want. Either you can be outside or you can be at the networking inside, and that can work for you too, because you got people coming up to you buying merch, all that kind of stuff. Kendall Hunter Jr. Hey, I tapped in late. What event is this? Is it good for producers? Yes. Let me tell you something, Kendall. This is about networking. This is about the 33,000 people, and I'm not going to say 33,000 members are active, because they're not, but at least 18,000 are. So we've been, and I say this because I look at numbers. I'm an analytical person, so I understand the numbers, right? And I also understand when I look at the analytics, that out of the 33,000 members, 75% of them are in Atlanta. So that means that there's a lot of Atlanta members in this group. That means you're right there on the grounds. Like, why would you be an artist in this group, or producer, or anybody that's in Atlanta, and not take advantage of this, and you in this group? Most of the members in the Atlanta music industry group are truly from Atlanta, or they're living there, or they have just relocated there, or that kind of stuff. So yes, you want producers, yes, because if you see somebody up there rocking the freaking stage, and you thinking about this beat that you got going on in your head, or that you just created, and that artist would kill the game, then you're going to want that networking time, because you're going to want to go up to that artist and you want to say to that artist, man, you killed the stage, you did the darn thing, and I got this beat and I know you would be fire, or I got this beat and I got an artist, but I'm looking for another artist to come in, and you did the darn thing. Like, that's what this is for. So yes, definitely. What's the date? Okay, so the early bird price, you got different options, and I will include the link in this after I'm done, because I've had a couple people ask me. But it's on Eventbrite. It is Hookup Atlanta 2022. So if you just want to come, and you don't care about the VIP stuff, you just want to come. You just want to come and watch the outdoor stuff. You don't give a darn about nothing else is going on. You just want to come and eat some chicken, you know what I'm saying, and get some drinks and sit back in one of the VIP cabanas if you're with that group that gets that. Or you just want to come. You just want to come. It's $10. If you get it before or by April 15th, it's $10. Come April 16th, the price goes up to $15 for general admission. Come June 1st, the price goes up to $20, and it'll be $20 for the rest of the road. The VIP, to just perform, and all you want to do is perform, if you get your ticket by, as long as we have slots, if you get the ticket by the 15th of April, it's only $75. But if you wait until April 16th, then the price goes up to $125, and that will be until we get those slots filled. Either we get all the slots filled or June 1st, whichever one comes first. Either all the slots is filled or we reach June 1st, because we're not going to take extra stuff. So, and that's going to be June the 18th. Juneteenth weekend. So you already know in Atlanta, Juneteenth weekend is going to be off the chain, because people are going to be looking for stuff to go to. That whole weekend is going to be the bomb in Atlanta. Juneteenth weekend? Oh, yeah. So people are coming. Yeah, it's a no-brainer. I don't even. They came before. They came Hookup Atlanta 2021, and it wasn't even no weekend. It wasn't even no celebrate. It wasn't no holiday. It wasn't no nothing. They was there. So you already know Juneteenth weekend, Atlanta's coming. They like stuff like this. I lived in Atlanta on and off for 20 years, so I know. Well, yes, it's going to be the bomb. And I'm just putting the seed out there, and I'm not going to expound on it, and I'm not going to say too much more about it, other than there is another event that I'm a part of that's going to be even bigger than Hookup Atlanta 2022. And the artists who are a part of this will have the first opportunity to be a part of that. But that right there, like that, the next thing that we planning after Hookup Atlanta 2022 is out the water. Like, it's like that. So June 18th is the date, Kendall Hunter, and yeah. So if you don't want to network as far as in the evening, and you don't care about VIP, nothing, you don't care, you can stand up, you don't care about none of that, then it's $10 if you get it by April 15th. But if you want to come, but you want to be able to, you want the VIP general admission, then it's $50. But that'll allow you to come in and see all of what's going on, there, and then also the VIP evening where you're able to network with the artist one-on-one. So that price changes. No, I don't think that price changes. I think that's one that it don't change. I think the VIP general admission is going to stay the same, but the early bird special is going to change. So it's better to do that, to network. Yeah, it's better to if you're only someone who just wants to come, then I would just say $10. But if you're someone who wants to come and network, you want to network with the artists, you want to network with who all the industry professionals and people to come, then I would say the VIP general admission, because it'll allow you to come for the outdoor and then also go inside and network with the artists on the inside. So yeah, I would say if you're in the industry, the VIP general admission is the best. If you're just a spectator, or you're just a supporter, or you just, Uncle Bob, and Aunt Judy, and all the friends, from college and all that kind of stuff, and they just want to come to see the event, then I would say the early bird general admission. That's what I would say. If you're someone who y'all elite, y'all bougie ones, the ones that when y'all come in, y'all always like the best. We got VIP cabanas, where it can fit up to 6 people, and I think that price is like I think it's 150. These are considered add-ons. So you got the VIP cabana. I'm sorry, I'm stuttering in my words. So the cabana is like this. This is the cabana. So if you know, if you're someone and you want to be in the outside with the little, you know, the covering, sitting out there chilling, because you know it's gonna be warm come June. So if you want to have one of these little spots right here, and you want to bring, I think that it fits a group of 6, and I think we have like maybe 4 of them. Those are limited. In fact, I don't think we got 4 anymore because someone purchased one. So we got 3. We got 3 of these VIP outdoor cabanas left. I think that we're gonna have. I think he said 4. I think the creative compound said we have 4. And I know we already sold 1. So I think we got 3 left, and it fits 6 people. But then you also have the upstairs hookah lounge, and I think the hookah lounge. What is the hookah lounge? I don't even see the hookah lounge on it. Oh yeah, it is. It's $75, but for 3 people, a group of 3. So if you got 3 people in your group, and you know you like the hookah, you the hookah type, and you want to go upstairs and hookah with your group of 3, it's $75, and I think we only have like maybe 4. I think we only have 4 of those available. So there's only 4 of those available. I think there's only 3 more cabanas available. Yeah. And then we have 11, I think it's 11 slots left to perform. And then for VIP general admission, I think we could fit 100 people in there. So, you know, I don't think there's no limit on that. But the performances is a limit on, because we're not going to have 9,000 artists performing. Like, we're going to go with the early bird gets the worm type people. The ones who serious, the ones who understand what's going on here. So yeah, producers, if you're a producer, if you're a label, if you know, a distributor, you know, if you're A&R, if you know, you got mainstream A&R out there, you really do, and they take advantage of events like this. You know what I'm saying? If your dream is to be with you know, a Universal Music Group, Atlanta, you know, Atlantic Records type stuff, if that's your dream, they have these reps that come out and be looking for who is the next thing popping. So if you're an A&R representative, if you are a label, if you're a management company, I've had so many artists that are asking for management. They're looking for good managers who really are going to help them. You know what I'm saying? This is a great opportunity to meet with them, to connect. So managers, management companies, media. We got media passes depending on who you are. You know, because I know everybody can be like, we're all media. No, but we want the ones, we really want the mainstream media. That's really what I'm looking for, in all honesty. I want the ones who, you know, covering this event is going to be a blessing for the artist. This is all about the artist. You know, if you're a comedian, you don't necessarily have to be an artist. If you're a comedian and you wanna tell jokes in front of everybody because you're trying to get that exposure, then get that spot. If you're a spoken word poet, you know what I'm saying? You don't have to be a rap artist. If you're a singer, you know, this is what this is for. If you're a gospel artist, come on now, this is what this is for. That's what this is for. So I'm going to share the link, but the VIP general admission is $50. Early bird performance slot only is $75. The best option to me, personally, if I have merchandise and I have that budget, the best option, in my opinion, is the VIP, the early bird VIP plus, because it comes with a vendor table. So for $200, you can get a vendor table, which, you know, a lot of vendor tables, that's what they charge anyway, $150, you know, $100 to $150 just to be a vendor. You know what I'm saying? But with this, you're getting a vendor table. Well, you're not getting a vendor table, you're getting a vendor space, meaning that you have to bring your own table and chairs, but you can get that from Walmart. That's easy, $15, $20. set your stuff up. But to me, the best option is the early bird artist VIP plus package. That's the best. To me, that's the best option. If you have merchandise. If you don't have merchandise, then I would say the next best option would be the early bird artist VIP package for $150, because then you get the photos. If you're someone that you've been you've been wanting to get that new photo for your album cover, but you ain't got it yet. You for whatever reason you've been procrastinating and you ain't went and got those professional photos. With that $150, you have just purchased. I think that you get so many. I think it's one pose. And I think you get like so many shots, or then they probably do it digital where they'll actually send it to you. So you're getting a photo that you can use for your next album cover or whatever, your EPK whatever. And then also it comes with the interviews. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know how big of a stretch Out of Your League radio has. I'm not really sure. I don't really know. I'm thinking they're very popular, but I know what On the Move Unscripted has, and I know we do for the artists who come down our lane, and it comes with both of those. So with the early bird artist VIP, you get the interviews and you get the photo shoot, and then also you get to come to the evening and the day event. So if you don't have merchandise to sell, then I would say the early bird artist VIP package would be the best one. If you have merchandise, then I would say the early bird artist VIP plus package. But if by some chance you don't have that kind of a budget, but you still want to be a part of it, then I would say the $75, because at least you're there. You know what I'm saying? Or you can buy that now and then come back and get the VIP stuff later at your next check or whatever. But yeah. You already know I'm about to be promoting this from now till freaking June, and I've just gotten started, and I ain't even went outside of really the Atlanta Music Industry Group yet. We haven't even gone outside of that yet, and we haven't even announced who's going to be the headliner. We ain't said none of that, because we want the artists who are going to be serious, who are about themselves and not about who's going to be performing there. We want the ones who are on a mission. I'm looking for the ones who got that work ethic like me. I'm looking for the ones who's willing to work like I am, So if you know that you're willing to work, you got that work ethic, you got that product, you got the music video, your stuff is already for sale, you got your EPK, you ready. All you waiting on is that connection. Well, it starts with exposure. You can have all that, but if don't nobody know about you, then what? So my job or my goal is to give you as much exposure as possible, so that those people that you are hoping will see you. And that's why I do these events, so that people who have been watching you already can watch you rock the stage, or they can see, boom, this artist got fans. If you're in Atlanta, if you're an artist that's in Atlanta, I'm just talking about the artists in Atlanta. It's more of a challenge to gather fans for the ones who are not in the city of Atlanta. You have to really be dedicated. You have to do like me. You have to plan a trip to Atlanta and spend time working the ground, because that's what I did, because I don't live in Atlanta right now. I live in Columbus, Ohio. I live in Ohio, but I'm always back and forth in Atlanta because I lived there for 20 years. So when I'm getting ready to do something, I make a trip to work, to do the groundwork, to get out there and go to events and spread the word and do it. I do my groundwork, but it takes more when you don't live in the city. But for those of you who live in a freaking city, for those artists that's in Atlanta, you live in Atlanta. You wake up and sleep, and you in Jonesboro, you in College Park, you in freaking I can't even, Marietta. You in Atlanta. You need to be taking advantage of the ticket offer. That's what you need to be doing. You need to be getting that. If you have merchandise, you need to be investing in that $200, the VIP Plus, and you need to get some tickets. And you need to work that ground. You need to work it. You need to go out there with your team, with your cousin, with a little Juju baby, all them. You need to get out there and you need to start promoting that you're going to be performing. And you need to get your fan base, get your people to rock and support you, so that when you get up on that stage, the stage is crowded by people that you brought. So that when these A&R people, or all these different people, these promoters and stuff, see you up there rocking it, they can see your fan base. and they can know you got the potential to bring fans, and so they can hire you for their next event, and they can pay you, or they can at least see how you rock and then pay you, whatever. That's what you want to do. If you're in Atlanta, if you're in the city of Atlanta, if you're living in Atlanta right now, if you just moved to Atlanta, whatever, you need to be taking advantage of and you have merchandise. And you have merchandise, which you should be working on that. You should be working on getting some t-shirts and branding yourself. You should, at least t-shirts. If you can't invest in CDs, CDs or DVDs or not DVDs, but USBs, of course your music first. But then the next product should be your t-shirts, because everybody wears t-shirts. If you're in Atlanta and you know your artist, and you just moved there, and you know your artist, this is the time to spread your brand. You got to be willing to work the ground. Everything can't be social media. I do social media now because I'm not there right now. But I'm going to be making a trip out to Atlanta to do that because I understand. That's what I had to do last time. I was in Atlanta I was able to, praise God, Mrs. Stout, 11th. I was able to be in Atlanta for a whole month before the event, and all I was doing was just working the grounds. All I was doing was just promoting. I was going to events. I was walking up to Kmart. I don't know why I keep saying Kmart. Kmart been out of business. I would go to Kroger's. I would go to the library. I didn't care where the heck I was at. I was passing out flyers. I was putting flyers everywhere. I was going to events. I was doing the groundwork. If you in Atlanta, you need to be doing the groundwork. If you're not doing the groundwork, my question to you is, are you serious? Because why are you in the city where it's about to be at and you ain't trying to spread the word and you ain't trying to get your money back? Yeah. But for those of us, for the artists who do not live in Atlanta, you just have to be dedicated like me. And you just have to make a trip. You have to go down there. You have to go the weekend before, the 2 weekends before. You know what I'm saying? Or go however often you can go before the event and start spreading the word. You start talking to people. You start going to events. You start networking. There's so many freaking events in the Atlanta Music Industry Group that's happening in Atlanta. You pick a week or two and you go out there and you start promoting, and then maybe you can find somebody to even help you promote, even if you got to go back home. Like, you got to put in the work. The indie movement is not for the lazy. It's not for the lazy. It's not for the ones that's always got an excuse about why they can't. I can't cuz, I'm not going to be able to cuz, and all these reasons cuz. They got all these reasons cuz. No, work the ground. About, I want to say 70% of the members in the Atlanta Music Industry Group are in Atlanta. I noticed from the analytics. So if you out there and you're an artist, you need to be taking advantage of this. And you need to be working the ground. It's an opportune time for you to work your crowd and to gain your fans. And if you don't live in Atlanta, then you have to be like me. And you got to schedule trips. And you got to work your ground before the event. You work your ground and build your fan base. Go to some of these different events and turn some of those crowd members who didn't know nothing about you into your fans. All right, I think I've been talking enough today. And hopefully the ones who are meant to come down my lane are going to see this now or later. And you're just going to go ahead and you're going to secure that spot, and we're going to start to rock who you are. And we're going to start raising up your visibility so everybody knows that you're about to grace that stage. And then you got to work on your game plan on how am I going to get the fans to come so that people see that I can bring fans, because that's what promoters want. They want an artist who can bring the fan base. Yes, yes, Diamond. I've been looking for a female artist. So are you the Bomb Diggity Diamond? I'm gonna have to check you out. Yes, we do have an event coming up, and right now the men is holding it down. They getting these spots like they ain't playing. The men ain't playing. The male artists that's coming, they not playing. I'm trying to figure out where the females at. I don't know where the ladies at. So Diamond, if you are an artist and you are somewhere in Atlanta or you're near Atlanta, sorry, just tapped you. I'm a manager. Well, then if you're looking for artists, if you're looking for artists and manage, there's a lot of artists that are asking for management. So the whole point of Hookup Atlanta 2022 is to close that gap so that the artists that are looking for publicists and managers and labels and A&R and all that kind of stuff, they'll be able to meet, and the people who have those services, the managers and the producers and the graphic design and all the kind of people who are looking for the art. The goal is for the networking is for us to close the gap so we can meet. So for those artists who will keep sending me inboxes about let's work together, can you promote this, can you do this and that, I'm about networking. So I'll see you. If you're serious and you want to talk to me about doing anything, then you need to be part of Hookup. You need to be coming to Hookup Atlanta, because I'm not doing no wills and deals with nobody who I gotta meet you. I gotta see who you are. I want to meet you in person. I want to feel your energy. Can I rock with you? What you got going on. I'm willing to network. I'm willing to work with different promoters and different people, but I gotta see you in person. This is about networking. So if you interested in networking with me, then you need to be at Hookup Atlanta 2022. That's what you need to be doing. You need to be figuring out how you gonna get there if you don't live in Atlanta. If you want to work with me, I'm open to work with different people, but I want to meet you in person. I want to see, do our energies connect? Can I look you in the eye? Yeah, so Diamond, yes, that's an awesome way. If you're looking for artists, then you want to see these artists perform. You know what I'm saying? What you said, where you need to pull up at? So it's called Hookup Atlanta, and the tickets are on Eventbrite right now. If you are interested in networking with the artist, then you probably want to get the VIP general admission, which is $50. But if you just come and just to see the event, then it's $10. But the prices, except for the VIP general admission, all the other prices change after April 15th. But so if you know that you want to network with these different artists at Diamond, and let me tell you something, women managers, we ain't no joke. And women, I ain't saying nothing bad about the men, because I know y'all do y'all thing. But it's something about that I've noticed with these female managers. Like I was part of a whole team before, when I was managing artists. We called it the Green Team, and it wasn't nothing but a group of women. And we was no joke. And our artist, we was about to take him to, he was about to blow. But unfortunately, and y'all heard it from me, I don't care, and I will say this forever. Unfortunately, he ended up going to jail, and someone in the industry I believe, they took his music. In fact, I know it, because they came out, the very people that he had met with before he went to jail ended up putting out the song, and it became a #1 hit, so I already knew he was about to blow. But it was a group of women that did that. Women, yes, women. Female managers is about their stuff. Yes. If you get a female manager that's on her business, then female managers are gonna take you to. We're used to nurturing, and we're used to taking care of. That's God put that in us on a natural. That's why we're able to take care of kids. That's why you got some what's her name? The one that she's pregnant again. I think it's like her 11th child. Like, we got that in us. We got it. Our hustle is you. You better say that, Diamond. Our hustle is different. You know what I'm saying? We got a different kind of work ethic. We got a different kind of hustle. There's a different kind of energy. For instance, the Atlanta music I started. So that tells you about the women and how we are when we believe in something. Hold on a second. Because my thing came out here. Hold on. I hope it didn't. That means I've been on here too daggone long. I've been on here a long time. I have. But yeah, female managers are about their business. Because first of all, if you get a female who she is a true entrepreneur and she just got that kind of energy, she gonna go hard for you, you know. She gonna go hard for you. She gonna go hard for whatever you got going on, and she gonna. It's just different. Women managers are the bomb to have. The only reason why I'm not doing it no more, the management part, because I don't got the patience. I don't got the patience. I went through that season when I was, but I also going through that, I understand everything that is needed to be a manager. Because, in all honesty, I Just Want to Be Rich, that song was taken from my artist. Out with Alicino. I noticed because they met with him before he ended up going to jail. And they took that song. They took that song and gave it to somebody else, and he blew up off that song. But I always knew it. I told my artist during that time when I was managing him, I said, listen, all you gotta do, this is way before this whole, he was like I told him his brand was the ultimate hustler. I said, because you just got the gift for gab. Like, you just know how to go out there and get it. Like, you gonna make a way. I'm like, you're the ultimate hustler. I said, all you need is the ultimate hustler type anthem. And the other artists are gonna follow you because they all are trying to reach to the top. I knew that then. I knew his brand. And we had worked on a whole thing. This females. We worked on a whole thing. And he ended up going to jail, and then they took his song. That was in Chicago. And then not only that, but working with the different artists in Chicago was working my nerve. I don't have the patience for it. I do promotions. I'm more into promotions and marketing, and I have a podcast, so I interview, I do events. I'm on the promotion side. I'm on the promotions and marketing side, and I like it over there. I like to be able to promote. I do radio submissions, like we got a thing now where I'll submit your EPK and music to different radio stations that are towards your genre, and I'll do it for like $10 a station or something like that. I'm more on that end. I'm more on marketing and promotion. As you see, the Atlanta Music Industry Group is the group that I started. I'm more about marketing and promotions. I don't got time for the management part because I know my personality is not good for that. But you got women who that is their personality and they are the bomb at it. Yes. And so, Diamond, if you're one of those type of managers, then you definitely need to be a Hookup Atlanta. You need to get your VIP general admission. You need to network with these artists. You'll be able to watch them be on stage. And then for some of them that you saw them on stage, or you didn't get to see them on stage, but you liked that they came looking like an artist, you like their product, whatever, you can go into a studio booth with them and let them rap for you live if you didn't get to see them on stage. Like, there's a lot that can be used for. So, yeah. Definitely. The managers, producers, A&R reps, all of y'all are invited to Hookup Atlanta. And if you in a Hookup Atlanta and you're an artist, you need to be working that ground. You need to be working that ground. What do I do? How do I get my artists to perform? So they're going to need to go to the Eventbrite link. You hit tickets when you go to Eventbrite. And I'll share this. I just can't do it while I'm on live. But you go to the Hookup Atlanta and you select tickets. And then you'll be able to... Kendall said, Diamond Bay, if you have artists already and need beats, I'm a music producer right here. That's awesome. So hopefully, Kendall, you'll come out to Hookup Atlanta to meet Diamond, and then you and Diamond can build a relationship together, whereas she always knows that you got what's going on because y'all done met face to face. That's what this networking thing is about. It's about meeting in person and building those connections and building those lifelong relationships, if possible, if they can be lifelong. So, Kendall, you got something that Diamond needs, and Diamond, Kendall has something that probably your artists need. So this will be an opportune time to meet in person at Hookup Atlanta. And then, if you're one of your artists, get the vendor VIP, then y'all can go in there and play around the studio, and you can listen to what he got, or Kendall, if you want to get the VIP, so artists can come and hear what you got, your music. This is what this is for. So, Diamond, back to your question. They would need to go to Eventbrite and go to the Hookup Atlanta 2022, and then they just decide what they want to choose. The early bird specials end on April 15th. So if all they want to do is perform, that's all they want to do. They just want to get on stage and perform, and they don't care about, the VIP after thing, or they don't care about none of that. They just want to perform. Then they would pay the $75. But if there's someone that they want the extra VIP stuff, like the interviews and the photo shoot, and they know that they want, that networking and all that kind of stuff, and they have product, then you probably gonna want them to get the artist VIP plus package because it comes with photo shoot, it comes with the interview, it comes with that 20 minutes of one-on-one record, that one-on-one recording time. And basically that's not for you to record a song. In 20 minutes you is not about to record a whole album in 20 minutes. No, this is just so the people, like say Kendall, if Kendall got beats that one of the artists want to hear, they can go into that booth and he can play them beats, and the artist can play around in the back studio to see if he feel the flow. Like for me, I'm one of them artists that I gotta hear the music. When I hear the music, the words just come. I'm a freestyle type artist. I'm not really a writer. I don't write. I didn't write Whatever Happened. I didn't write Superwoman. I don't write those songs initially. I'm a freestyle artist. So I hear the beat, and to me, the beat has words of its own, and I just flow with the beat. There are a lot of artists that's like that. So you can use that recording time to go on there and see if you feel the beat. You know what I'm saying? And you can record what you feel or whatever. But so I would say, if they don't have merchandise, then the VIP package would be best. But if all they want to do is just perform, then they just want to get the slot. So it's $75 for just to perform. It's $150 to perform and have the interviews and the photo shoot and and all that. And then it's $200 to perform, have a photo shoot, interview, all that kind of stuff, and a vendor table. So it just depends on where your artist is. As to which one they would get, but it's one of those, and we only have 11 slots left. So I'm getting on here now because my goal is to get these slots filled by April 15th, so I can get the marketing and promotions and stuff rolling for everybody, and I ain't got to worry about that part anymore. I just want the artists who are going to rock. Come on, yeah, that sounds lit. Let me tell you, so when we went to Hookup Atlanta 22, it was this bug was, I'm telling y'all, we was jamming. It was the bomb. Oh, my light went out. Darn it. You can't tell from the music. I'm sorry, the music is a hot mess because the wasn't that good. But the event was awesome. We was turning out. It was amazing. We had some of the best performers, and let me see, how long is the set? So the outside event, which is really the day event, is from 4 to 9. And then the VIP evening session is going to be from 9 until. I don't have a cutoff time. I think alcohol has to cut off by 2, but I think the evening event is open. I don't know. It's 3, 4. I don't know. It's not really a cutoff time that I have selected for the VIP indoor. I guess it's just party till you can't stop. But the outdoor is going to be from 4 to 9. So that's the outdoor performances. But yeah, it was an awesome event. It was awesome and amazing. And what we did for the artist, Diamond, is like, let me go back to one of these artists. Like, for instance, you see how we wrote in here that Under God Gawala, if you can see the writing, I don't know if you can see the writing, but we put on there the Under God Gawala was the main feature, and we put his information, and then we also put contact information on when you can find them. So let me find another art. Right here, okay, that's me. I don't want to do mine. Let me find somebody else. Like, I did it for One Way Zay, and I did it for, who's else? Nevaeh. Nevaeh killed it. Nevaeh, oh my gosh. Nevaeh is the freaking, she's the truth. Let me go back here. And Nevaeh has been getting booked like crazy, man. But I put their information there. But mind you, this is not going to be at Studio House Atlanta this year. Okay, so they get to perform. No, it ain't a lot of questions. That's why I'm doing this. So they get 2 songs. You can perform. They get to perform 2 songs, and it also will depend on how many artists we end up having. We may end up, if we have 16, then there'll probably be two songs per artist. But if we don't have 16, well, let's say we only have 8 people, come June 1st, we only got 8 people, then we might give them an extra, song. They might be able to do extra or whatever. I don't know yet, but right now it's 2. So they get 2 4-minute performances. So you can get up there, talk to your crowd, give them your social media, whatever, and then get up there and perform 2 songs, and then go back to your vendor table and collect them and sell that music, sell them CDs and them USBs and them T-shirts and all that kind of stuff. But that's basically what that is. So yeah, Diamond, they get 2 songs, and so each song, I think like 4 minutes or 2 songs, whatever, 4 to 5 minutes a song. So probably not longer than 10 minutes. Yeah, but 10 minutes, 2 songs is enough for people to know what's going on. Because we're going to have other stuff that's going on in between there. What's going on? What's up? What's happening, Hood Rich? Are you Hood Rich? That's what's up. So, yeah, so that's basically what's going on. Hookup Atlanta 2022 is in effect, and we have started filling the slots. What's the date? The date is June 18th. Juneteenth weekend, baby. There ain't nothing better than a holiday weekend in Atlanta. It's about to be lit. I'm telling you, it's about to be lit. Juneteenth weekend. That's going to be so much fun. And if anybody knows Atlanta, and Lord willing, we're praying for that the weather will be on point, which it usually is around that time in Atlanta. Only thing I'm going to say is if you're not from Atlanta and you got some issues with pollen, you might want to get you some, go ahead and make sure you got that pollen medication ahead of time, that, allergy stuff, because sometimes the pollen in Atlanta gets kind of filled up around that time, because it's going to be outdoors. But yeah, Juneteenth weekend, June 18th, it's gonna be lit. I already know. I know how it was last year, and it wasn't even on holiday. We was just doing it. We just picked a date. It was September 25th. It wasn't no holiday on September 25th. So and it was lit. So I already know it's gonna be lit, and it's gonna be in a different spot. It's gonna be at the Creative Compound. So that's gonna be even better. It's a huge facility. This where we're going to have it at now it has a huge indoor facility with 2 recording studios, lounges, and everything. So that VIP experience is going to be the bomb. It's enough room in there. We're going to have a bartender in there. We're still going to have vendors in there, but it's only space for probably about 10 vendors. So the artists will get to decide if they want to have their vendor table on the inside or if they want it to be outside. Now the outside area, I think he told me it holds up to 500 people. So the outside event is going to be big. It's going to be big. We're going to have the cabanas, the VIP cabanas out there. We're going to have the food trucks, food vendors. We got a bartender, the alcohol, all kind of stuff. We're going to have the regular vendors, people that's going to be selling stuff, whatever. We're going to have a stage, people up there performing. The DJ going to be on point. We got the host. It's going to be lit. And it's Juneteenth weekend. Stop playing with me. And it's Juneteenth weekend. We're going to have so much fun. I'm telling you. And Nevaeh says she's coming back. So I want to see if she do. Nevaeh says she's gonna rock with us again. Nevaeh did the darn thing now. Nevaeh is the truth. So and then just like we did last year, we're going to have a video where we're going to take all the performances, right? Because we're going to have videographers out there that's going to be filming every performance. So we're going to put all the performances together, and I'll do just like I did last year. Make sure that it won't be me this time though. That's the blessing of having a venue be, a company be willing to invest in what I got going on, because they got all that stuff covered. I'm like, yay. Because last year was me for setting up everything. This year I got help. I even got assistants that's already in Atlanta that's about to help me rock this, because I'm not there. So I'm getting a lot more help this year, which is good, because I put in a lot of work last year. I really did. So anyway, let me get up off of here. Peace and love to y'all. June 18th, once again. And I'll put out, when I go back to this video, once I'm done, I will actually Make sure I include the link, and I'll include the flyer, and I'll include the date. But I want to leave you with these last words, because I always like to leave words of encouragement. If you don't believe in you, who else is going to believe in you? Like, believe in yourself enough to invest, and to follow through and to make a plan. We're here to get the word out about you, but I'm gonna need you to believe in you. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not gonna be able to pull out and to 18,000 people and be like, hey, who? No. I need the ones, the elite. I need the leaders. I need the ones that you already know what's going on right here, and it's time. I need the ones who understand that it's time. And I need the ones who understand that it's time and they're supposed to come down my lane. Those are the ones I'm looking for. I'm looking for the ones who understand what's going on here. I want the ones who understand this indie movement, this indie revolution. I want the artists who are ready to rock and who got that work ethic that's going to rock. I want the producers who's really going to do what their goal is to help the artists. I want the managers whose goal is to help the artists. I want the media, and I want the A&R. I want all the people who their heart is for the artists. Those are the ones who I want to come. The scammers and the lazy artists and the ones that's just playing around. I ain't got time. No, I want the ones who's serious. Because if you're serious, then we're about to rock. I need the ones who got an energy like me. Because if you got an energy like mine, if your energy can match mine, if your work ethic can match mine, if your goals and inspiration can match mine, we gonna rock. And the sky's the limits. You don't know what God has in store for you to take that first step of faith. So I'm just coming on here so I can answer questions and let y'all know what's what. But I'm telling you, I'm looking for the best of the best. I'm looking for the elite. I'm looking for the ones who's ready to rock. I'm looking for the ones who are not afraid to invest in themselves. I'm looking for the ones who got a plan, because that means you're ready for me. And if you got an issue with purchasing a space or doing anything that deals with money for this event, then you're probably not ready for me, because I'm on that kind of level. The artists who are coming down my lane are actually doing big things. They're going on tour. They're being selected for tour. They're getting booked for shows. They're becoming number on the top 10 Billboard. I got the people who coming down my lane. They doing stuff. They making big moves. And I'm only looking for those ones who ready to make big moves, because you got the product and the work ethic to back you up. Those are the ones I'm looking for. Those are the ones I want to showcase. So if you that kind of artist, you got that kind of following, you got that kind of product, you got that kind of work ethic, then my question to you is, what are you waiting on to get that ticket? Get that ticket and let's start promoting it and let's rock. But if that's not you, and you like, I don't want to pay till my phone, then that means that you and I probably is not going to work together. Because I need the ones who are willing to invest and who understand that we got to work together in this. That's what I'm looking for. Anyway, peace and love to y'all.